Hey, this is RaS-Metalinfy back at you again with another raw, unedited video, and I am back with another US MRE, and yeah, Menu 8, Meatballs and Marinara sauce. One I've done before, but they do change, like the menu's different, everything you get inside it and stuff, things like that change, so you could probably do a Menu 8 about 6-7 times and get different things each time. When you get them from different ages and stuff like that, like different years, it always changes them up. First things first, I wanted to say hello to everyone. Hope you're all doing really well. Hope you've been enjoying my videos recently. I'm doing well to keep to my schedule of having pretty much one out every week, which I know is not a lot, and I'm not a hard worker with YouTube like a lot of people put a lot of time and effort into their videos. I kind of just record it and pull it up, but I do like to try and keep up as regular as possible now, at least weekly. I'm going to try being weekly for as long as I can, and yeah, hopefully move up. If I get more views and more people wanting it, I will do as many as I can. I have been I think my mic just like randomly stopped for a second there. Yeah, I've been doing videos near enough every Friday, and I've been throwing in a few bonus ones recently with the Japan crates and stuff like that, so I'm really looking forward to carrying on, keep getting as much as I can done. I've got about, I think I've got 2 more pre-recorded already. So by the time you see this one, the other 2 will be done, I believe, from when this will be going up on a Friday as usual, but I'm not too sure the exact date I'll be putting this one up. I've got one more to upload, which will be the Friday before you see this one, and then yeah, that make it as really confusing a thing. I don't know why I mention the times and stuff, because I don't upload straight away after recording. I have got less stuff now. I've got 2 more MREs to come. After you see this one, you'll see 2 more. One of them is a regular MRE like this, and one of them is an MRE Star, which is a company that done civilian ones. And I'm going to try and get some more foreign ones. I really want to try some Asian ones. I'd love to get them. I've got holiday coming up now in pretty much a month's time. I'll be going away for 2 weeks. I want to make sure I've got videos set up until that date, but I can't really afford to go out and buy rations at the moment when I've got my money put aside for the holiday. I'm not made of money, and it's like I don't want to hinder my holiday by doing ration videos. But I've got this 2 more. This will be going up on, I don't know what the date is. It should be, when I upload this today, it should be, you should be watching this on the 7th of July, which is my birthday. Yeah, I've got a video for this. I'm recording this on the 28th of June, so I do apologise about the times and stuff. I never, as I say, I usually have videos pre-recorded to upload each Friday. So I'm recording this last week, the 30th. Last week from when you're watching this would be the 30th of July. Would have been my last my last MRE. So this will be going up Friday the 7th of July on my birthday. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry for chatting away as well. I'm talking loads of nonsense. Let me get straight into what people who actually do want this will want to see, which is the actual stuff in the MRE. I have cut it open as usual, just because I do struggle with them sometimes, and I didn't want to be sitting here like this trying to rip it open for about 10 minutes. So instead, for the first 4 minutes, you had to just listen to me talk nonsense. So I'm sorry about that. And yeah, so this is Menu 8. This is one of the ones that don't have a date on the actual bag, I believe. The Warnick ones, they do not have dates on the outside of the bags. Although I've got some that have been just like written on with pen on the back, but there's nothing on this about a date. So I'll put that to the side. Now I think I've got all my water and stuff prepared. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing well as well. Hope everyone's enjoying time at the moment. We've had some beautiful weather here in London through June. June's been a really nice month, although when I'm recording this video it's been a couple of wet days. But hopefully, touch wood, we're all enjoying our July, having a good summer. Hopefully my holiday starts in August and it'll be sunny for that. Let me get straight, first things first, I'm going to get this, as usual, I want to get my FRH going, get my meals heating up because they'll take the longest. I'll just get everything out of the way here to the side and get this FRH. And this is a meal and a side in this pack, which is quite cool. So we are going to go for, this is the meal, which is a meatball marinara. Meatballs in marinara sauce, I should say. Packed in 2016, I believe. 2016, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not good with the dates on these, but plenty of meatballs in there. They're little tiny meatballs. They're like really small, but they're nice. Oh, I say that, again, I haven't had this one in a while, so it could have completely changed by now. Try and get this in. It's not wanting to agree with me today. Right, so there's the... And the second thing is the side, which is garlic mashed potatoes, which should be awesome. I don't know whether to put that in. Do I put it in with it, or should I put it in a side? I think they'll both fit in. I've never tried doing both in one. This could be it. Nah, do you know what I'll do? I'll leave it to the side. Let's add some water to this and get this going. And I'll use this cardboard thing. Get some water going in there. And a little bit more. Usually I overfill it. That's the first time I think I've just completely underfilled it. There you go, that's perfectly between the two lines. Get the water moving up and down, spread around. Come on, water. Go, go, go. Heat, heat, heat. Yeah, that water is starting to thingy. So if I put that against the bottom of it, and slide it into that sleeve, it's starting to smoke. I think you can just about see some of that smoke coming out there on the camera. Yeah, that's starting to puff up, and that's what I want it to puff up. So hopefully that gets warm enough. I'll leave that over to the side while I start on the other stuff. Let's get this out. We have our regular MRE spoon, which I'm glad of because I didn't get a normal one. I didn't get any other spoons ready for today. Usually put a couple. And I believe I can hear music. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I literally just started up Pixelmon to play a bit of Pixelmon. I haven't played it in a little while. And the Pokemon music just randomly came up on my computer. So let's get this stuff going. Then what we got here? We have a beef snack strip. Oh, nice. So this is like a beef jerky, basically. Vacuum sealed. 2 layers of packaging, which is always good. Feels quite sticky and moist. Smells like good jerky with a nice little spice to it, or a nice little bit of seasoning on it. The internal packaging is Balls, B-U-L-L-S. So I don't know if you guys in America know what that is. That might be an American brand. US inspected and passed by Department of Agriculture. And the date on that is 6/1/19. Just rip through it, but again, it's got that like black. Not quite drawn on, I think it's printed on, but it's not the old like engraved colouring. Let's see what else we got here. Let's move this stuff to the side so I can get it on. So we have some cheese spread, and awesome, it is the cheese spread with jalapenos, which I really like. I love jalapenos. Get that all muddled up. Let's see what we have to go on that first of all, or for it to go on. Right, we have Italian breadsticks, and I have got these a couple of times recently. and I am a huge fan of these. I think they are really good. They're a great alternative for the kind of an Italian feel to it, thinking of it actually, this meal, innit? With the marinara sauce meatballs and cheese spread with jalapeno, kind of an Italian-ish sort of thing to it, and Italian breadsticks and the garlic mash. Yeah, it is kind of Italian meal, more like an American interpretation, I think, of an Italian meal. I saw a program the other day on YouTube. I thought it was quite funny. It was like Italians going to America and eating in Italian restaurants, and literally just didn't recognise half of the food. And it was like, nah, this is definitely just what they call American Italian. It was not very Italian. It was quite funny. And let's get a bit of cheese on each of these. And that rhymes. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice strip on each of them. And clean this off. And they're still easy enough in there for like a whole slice of wheat snack bread or something. I'll probably actually use this to maybe enhance the meatballs. Let's forget the actual meal. But it might be nice on the mash to make it cheesy, give it a cheesy, spicy taste. And we're going to start with we're going to put up the drink, which is a lemon lime beverage powder, which I've probably said in every MRE video, but I do love the MRE drinks. I think they are awesome. And to be fair, I think it's one of the big things that other rations do not compare with, in my opinion. The drinks. There are some that have good drinks and stuff, but these American drinks are just another level, in my opinion. And yeah, especially the I don't know, all of them, you know. I think all of them are really nice. The orange one's nice. That's the least, probably. It's just the most like simple one. But this lemon and lime, I've mentioned it a few times before. I love lemon and lime as a flavour in general. The grape one and the fruit punch one are all incredible. And then I like the dairy shakes. I like yeah, just everything. All the drinks. There's not many drinks I don't like in the American ration. Also, like, sometimes in the accessory packs, I haven't checked this one yet, but you get the little sachets of drink, like the lemonade or the cranberry raspberry juice and stuff. They're also really nice as well. Stirred up. Some stubborn powder in this, deciding not to blend in. There you go. There is the lemon lime beverage drink. Let's get this, what's this? Let's get this little accessory kit open. And we have salt to go on my meal. I'll go here with the cheese, so I'll probably use that extra cheese. And we have, oh nice, this has got 0 calorie sweetener, which is really cool instead of sugar. I much prefer that, so don't really use sweetener in general, or sugar. I just like my tea and coffee straight up, but that's awesome. It's a nice alternative, nice different thing. There's the gum, normal regular MRE gum. Leave that to the side there for a second, and let's get this going. So we have the freeze type free coffee. Be interested if anyone knows, is there anything about the freeze dry type free that makes a difference? Like, is it just the name of it, or is there a type 1 and a type 2, and how different? Like, maybe one is less caffeine, one is like a stronger mix or something like that. Interesting to know. I don't know if like they would, in the military, would they trade between the different types? Oh, that's the phone. And I'm going to ignore that for now because it's just me here, so... Oh, hang up. Wouldn't let me hang up the call. Fair enough. I am busy. I can't answer the phone during a thing. I know I'm unprofessional. But I didn't even check I was putting stuff in there. So I put the creamer in. And I put the sweetener in. And yeah, there's my moist towelette. I'll put that to the side. And the toilet paper as usual. I won't be using them. I hope that wasn't a really important call. I don't recognise the number, so when I don't recognise the number, I don't usually answer it. Oh, and let's coffee this up. Oh, that kettle's so hot. I think I showed you it in a recent video. You've probably seen me just pouring there. I've got a new kettle. It's a metal one. And it was meant to be like heat proof and quiet. And it's like the hottest, loudest kettle I've ever got. So it kind of failed in both them regards. And it was also meant to be a quick boil, and it's probably one of the slowest ones. So if I was rating it, I wouldn't be rating it too high. But hey, it's a kettle. Gets my boiled water so I can have my tea every day. And we have the beverage bag here, which I'm not going to use. Obviously, I've made my drinks now already, so I'll leave that to the side. I do want to try making a coffee in the beverage bag one day, because I see people doing it. I've never done it. And we have an oatmeal cookie. Oh, and it's a bit cracked, but not too bad. A few little extra chunks in there, but hey, not too bad. No oxygenizer. I thought these cookies usually did, maybe not. And the rubbish is all there ready. And is that everything? Yeah, that is everything except the meal. So the meal is not feeling that hot, in all fairness, but it will have to do. The mash here, the mash is warmed up. One side of it feels pretty decently hot, and the other side don't feel great. But hey ho, it's the way it is. Don't always have the luxury of getting it to your perfect standards. Oh, strong smell of garlic off it. You see some herbs in it. I'm just going to put it both into one bowl instead of separating it. And the meal, let's try getting this meal out. So the garlic mashed potatoes. Don't say anything about extra herbs in it. The garlic powder, salt. I'm not too sure what the them black bits are in it, like herbs of some sort. It might be pepper or something. Can't actually see anything in it that might. Oh, there you go. Dehydrated parsley and spices. So that's what it is. It's parsley and spices. And these meatballs, I've just read on the thing, are chicken and beef meatballs. So it's a mixture of meat. Alright, well this is heated up well enough. You can probably see smoking really well. And this is, yeah, this is definitely hot. Hotter than the potatoes, which I left on the side. So I don't know. I'm not sure how you're meant to ideally heat when you have two things. So let me know, what do you think? What do you think is the best way of doing that if you are more knowledgeable? Oh, and this is a good old portion of meatballs. Get this good marinara sauce out onto it. Very messy. And yeah, and that everything, yeah, that is it. This is, it looks less because there's because I left that one empty, but it's got a side and a thingy. So we have, let's go through this all quickly. We have the marinara meatballs, served with garlic mashed potato. We have a beef jerky stick. Not too sure what the flavour, and I don't think it said it was flavoured or anything. We have the Italian breadsticks with the jalapeno cheese, which is awesome. I love jalapeno cheese. I don't think I've ever got it with the breadsticks before, but I don't remember half my videos, so I may have got it hundreds of times before. And we have an oatmeal cookie. A few little extra side things there which don't matter too much. The normal chewing gum, the normal white standard MRE gum. A regular type 3 coffee with sweetener, which is quite nice. A random bit of coffee just sitting on the top of that. And a lemon lime electrolyte drink. Yeah, that's a good little pack, good looking pack. And let's dig in. I think we need to start with I've got the salt on that there, which I'll put on in a second, but let's just try a meatball first on its own. Bit of that marinara sauce. Let's try that. It looks good. They're decent sized meatballs, and there's loads of them, which is nice. They're tasty, really tasty. The sauce is, yeah, it's like a very basic marinara sauce. It's got a pleasant taste to it. Not unlike what you'd get in a tin of meatballs. The meatballs as well have that tinned quality. A little less, better than, not the cheap tin quality. The cheap tin quality, they kind of melt in your mouth and they're like a weird thing. This actually has kind of a meaty texture to it. They taste better than the tinned ones texture-wise. They do feel more natural meat. Even though I can't really, it is beef and chicken mix, so it's not natural meat, but it's got a pleasant taste to it and pleasant texture to it. Actually, really nice. Let's try a bit of this garlic mash on its own. Notoriously, I think mash is a hard thing to do in like packs and micro mash and things like that. It's never amazing. Let's try this. Looks alright. You can see there's bits of parsley, I think I said it was in there. It's odd. It's got an odd taste. The texture's not too bad. Yeah, it's it has got that like instant mash texture to it. It's a little bit grainy, like sandy almost. What else? It's got a weird hint. The taste to it's weird. It is definitely garlic tasting, and these other herbs, but it's not straight up. I don't know. It's a little bit different to like regular garlic. Let's try a bit with the marinara sauce and get a little meatball on there. Bit of it all together. It goes really well together. The sauce kind of binds it together to make the texture a bit nicer. The marinara sauce is really pleasant, really nice taste, and it makes that mash. The mash on its own is quite a low score. It's not horrible. It's not incredible. It's just it's decent. It's just regular. It's like MRE mash. What you'd kind of picture, I think. Actually, I'd say it's better than what you picture, because a lot of people picture MREs as being terrible. A lot of people criticise MREs and that, and I think they're decent. I'm not gonna pretend to be an expert and say like people in the soldiers and that might hate them because they have them all the time and stuff, and they want to taste real food sometimes. But as a person who does it as a hobby and just tries it every now and then, I don't think anything's that disgusting. I've used about half of this salt as well, by the way, because there's a lot of salt in there. Let's try a bit quickly with some salt on it. Yeah, definitely needs a bit of salt, that potato. The potato's very... You could have the meatballs without salt, it's got a nice taste to it. They need a bit of salt. And also, what I said I was going to do is I'm going to try a bit of this cheese. Good bit of jalapeno cheese left. It'd be I think it would be definitely an improvement to this. You can't make it worse, but... Mix it in there, get it all in together, give it a nice texture. Let's try a bit of this cheesy mash now. Cheesy jalapeno mash. Yeah, that's made that mash really nice. Let's try meatball again with a bit of cheese and a bit of mash, all mixed in together. Looks good. Yeah, that's a really good taste together. That's a good meal. A lot of MRE meals can have the thing of being quite tasteless, quite plain. You only have the salt sometimes to thing it up. This cheese works good as a replacement for having like Tabasco or something like that, because Tabasco would be really nice with this, or some hot chili sauce. But the cheese is good because there's more cheese in here, so you could easily squeeze some cheese onto the meatballs as well, and that's gonna really kick up the flavour of it, give it a good spice, give it a good extra taste. Without it, it's a little plain, but it's pleasant. with that thing, it really kicks up to being a decent, good meal. Let's try this beef stick. Looks like inside is just reddish. It's tough to chew. It's really pleasant jerky. It's thicker than jerky you buy here in the UK, so it's not as hard, it's not as tough, leathery. It's actually quite soft in the middle with a bit of a chew to it. But it's plain taste. I think maybe a barbecue hint, but not much of a barbecue hint. We have the Italian breadsticks with the jalapeno cheese. That is good. That's like a match made in heaven. The Italian herbs on that, with that nice spicy cheese, really, really go well together. They it's so much more flavourful than just having a regular wheat snack bread with normal cheese on it. It's just a real good kick to it. You have to like a bit of spice to like it. The jalapeno cheese has got a nice kick to it. It's not too spicy, but it's got a good enough kick to it to make you taste it. And we'll try the cookie. I'll try the broken bit here. Oatmeal cookies are always decent. I think I had them a good few times, so let's try a bit broken off. Yeah, as always, it's really nice, crumbly. It's got that nice hint of cinnamon or something like that. Some sort of spices in it, and it's really, really pleasant. And overall, this pack, with the tang of the marinara and the spice of the cheese and the garlicky herb taste of the mash, it's got real mixture of flavours in your mouth. It's a really, really flavourful pack. It's not a plain one for any one of the terms. Or I don't know what I was going to say there. And I'm going to try a bit of coffee quickly. And that's pleasant. It's perfectly fine. My usual criticisms with creamer, I'm not a massive fan of the taste of creamer. And sweetener is very sweet. I don't usually take sweetener, so it's a bit too sweet for me, but it's perfectly acceptable coffee. And obviously you don't have to put the sweetener in. Let's try the lemon lime drink. And that is awesome. Maybe a little bit less water. I've made it a little weaker, but it's still amazing. I do love the MRE drinks, as I probably say about 100 times. And yes, that is everything. That is the pack. That is menu 8, was it? Yeah, menu 8. Meatballs in marinara sauce, MRE. Really hope you enjoyed this. Hit me with the likes, comments, dislikes. Wish me happy birthday if you want, because this will be uploaded on my birthday, the 7th of July. Yeah, that's amazing. I just held in a really bad burp that was going to be disgusting if I'd done it on camera. And I can just taste all that garlic and spice and stuff in it. So yeah, I'll wait till I'm off camera to do a massive burp probably. Yeah, so yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've been enjoying all my videos recently. Thank you to everyone. I got a shout out, usual shout outs. The ration masters themselves, Kiwi Dude, Gundog, G Schultz, Steve 1989 is it? I'm not too sure what his actual thing is, but Steve does the stuff with MRE info and stuff like that. He is amazing. The new guys like me trying to make our way and enjoying the hobby and fun of MREs, like Paulie Smith. Really enjoyed watching him and chatting with him quite a lot recently, and I know I'm probably annoying people now for how many times I've shouted him out, but yeah man, it's awesome meeting people on YouTube that you can chat with and enjoy some similar sort of things. And I also want to say thank you to a couple of other people. I don't really have their names, it's just people that have been commenting on my videos in the last couple of weeks. People chatting to me, it is awesome. I always like chatting to people. I've said it 100 times. Meeting people, chatting to people is the best of best part of YouTube, I think. Obviously, everyone wants to make money and make as many views as I can, but yeah, I believe it's Torelli. Someone called Torelli has been commenting recently. He's chatted to me a couple of times. Thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart, for your comments. Every little comment helps me, and not just helps me, it makes me glad I'm doing this. It makes me glad I'm part of this, and I will take suggestions. Mentioned you, I think it was you, Torelli, that mentioned me doing a question and answers video, and yeah, do you know what? I would really enjoy doing that. I believe I've done one a good while back where I answered a few questions and that a few people have sent me, and I got a few off the internet, but it was back before I was doing regular, so I'm happy to do that again. Ask me questions. Any questions you want to ask, just ask me in my thing and I'll answer them, and then I'll just add some stuff for myself, like what people might want to know about me and stuff like that. And yeah, it'd be fun. Good way to get to know people and get onto a deeper level with some of your fans. Know what they're into. Usually you're just seeing me do rations or gaming sometimes, so being able to express everything else I enjoy, because I enjoy a lot of stuff. I'm an avid reader, comics, I do loot crates, you've probably seen before. I love anime. I'm a nerd. I make myself sound like a terrible nerd. I also love the outdoors. I love camping, yada yada yada. I won't go too much into it because I'll probably do a video on that. Yeah, thank you for watching. I am RaS-Metalinfy. I really hope you're all doing well. Everyone smile as much as you can. Keep being happy. I was going to do a Roman Atwood outro then. Smile more, but I'm not copying Roman Atwood. I am a massive fan of his. I love his philosophy of happiness and joy, and yeah, I'm a happy person. Like, I've got a lot going on and things like that, but I try and keep as happy as I can. There's a lot going on in the world. Little things like this makes me happy for half an hour while I'm making a video. Hopefully you watch it. You might watch it for 5 minutes, and then in 5 minutes you forget about all your troubles and stuff like that. So love you all. Thank you for watching. I am RaS-Metalinfy. Goodbye.